Jen from the Viv Files. Today we ended up at Michael Waltrip Racing, which I talked about in an earlier blog. But what we didn't tell you is that today we also went to Michael Waltrip Racing Fan Appreciation Day.
It was the second annual Fan Appreciation Day.
I didn't know what Katie was doing over there. Brad Doherty, the man and woman who are the other team owners with JTG. Is it JT?
JTG Doherty.
Okay. Marcos Ambrose. Yay! He was there, and also there was Michael McDowell, who is the nationwide driver for Michael Waltrip. Ryan Truex, who drives in their ARCA series. We think he drives in the ARCA series. I'm not really sure. Scott Speed, who I despise, especially now. David Ruderman and Michael Waltrip. Yesterday they gave out 200 tickets, or 300 tickets to the Appreciation Day. Wristband. You had to have a wristband, supposedly, to go to the Appreciation Day. So this morning we got there about 10 or 10:30, got in line because it started at 11, and noticed that 4 men in front of us didn't have wristbands. So we were thinking, well, maybe they have them in their pockets. No, they didn't have them in their pockets. Well, maybe, they had them in their car. No, they didn't have them in their car. Actually, they didn't have them, and yet they were still allowed to go to the signing, which we thought was pretty bad. There was a lot of people on hand, a lot of freebies. Everybody got a free Michael Waltrip bag, which included a Napa racing hat, poncho, earplugs,
a can koozie,
a cooler, a Napa cooler that actually is the right size to take to the track with you, a coupon for Coke Zero products. There was a lot of stuff. They also brought in food. You could actually get a sub and a bag of chips or 2 pieces of pizza, plus they had drinks. Little Debbie was there with snack cakes. We got a credential holder, another can cooler. We got bags from Lowe's Food. We got bag clips. Just about anything you could want, you could get for free. We made it to the front of the line. Brad Doherty was the nicest man. I think I have a crush on him now. We were checking for wedding rings, that kind of thing. Well, I was. Katie wasn't because she's happily married. But he was very nice. I told him my dad was a fan of him from his basketball days, and he actually signed a special hero card just for my dad. Then he signed another hero card for me, and he signed my Marcos Ambrose hat. Actually talked to the woman from JTG Doherty for a while. She was really nice. Marcos and I talked, and I told him how last year Katie and I sat in front of his car hauler in Indianapolis for about an hour, and we talked, and I told him that he used to be our favorite driver in the Nationwide Series. And Michael McDowell leaned over, and he said, well, who's your favorite driver now? And I said, you. And Marcus said, wait a second, what just happened? And the woman leaned over, and she said, I think she just dissed you. And it was just, it was definitely one of the highlights of the day. Michael McDowell was really nice. We also met Miss Sprint Cup.
Monica. There are 2 Miss Sprint Cups. Monica is the one we met.
Scott Speed proceeded to have his girlfriend's tongue jammed down his throat for several minutes during the autograph signing, which is one reason why I don't like him. Katie and I think that he thinks he's a rock star of NASCAR. He actually was sitting in his chair, leaning back like this, and she was over top of him, and they were making out while people were waiting in line to meet him. And I told Katie, I said, until you can finish in the top 20, you ain't no rock star in NASCAR.
Jen also did tell Scott Speed that I've watched the Milk and Cereal commercial or video about
cereal and milk.
I've watched it about 24 times at least. If you haven't seen it yet, it's somewhere on the blog as a post. Anyway.
And he said something along the lines of he did that back when he was a youngin', and I told Katie I felt like I was old enough to be his mother. David Ruderman had his cell phone out, and I said, you're not supposed to be on the phone. What are you doing, checking your voicemail? And he said, well, pretty much. And I said, well, maybe you should be text messaging. And he started laughing, and he said, I was actually doing that earlier. And he actually signed a car that I bought there for him, and we got pictures of that. And we also met Michael Waltrip, and he was very nice.
And Michael would pose for pictures.
Right. He said he had a lot of practice. He knew how to do it by now, which is probably true. And I got a hat from Marcos. I've got a hat from Marcos that all of his team owners signed, and then we got hero cards from everybody else, and then Michael and David both signed cards that I bought there at the gift shop. We also met the Lucky Dog mascot. You'll have to see those pictures too. The man inside the costume was really funny. He posed for a picture with me and then wouldn't let Katie get away. He had to get a picture with Katie too. And then he has a fist bump thing. And Katie didn't want to fist bump him, and he was following her until she fist bumped him. And when she tried to walk away, he decided that she didn't do it right, so she had to do it again. And I really wish we had videotaped that whole encounter, because watching Katie get followed around by a man in a giant dog suit was definitely entertaining. So, basically, if you're in the Charlotte area, Cornelius, the week of the Coca-Cola 600, and you have the chance to do the fan day, you should definitely do it. We have so much free stuff that we got. It was like Speed Street all over again. So make sure that you check out Michael Waltrip Racing's Fan Appreciation Day, and we'll see you next time.